you got to say nothing.
They're trying to get me my wife.
It's like 8 straight games.
How's 8 straight games? That's bullshit.
Go ahead, Josh. Bro.
Oh.
He in his cell.
Get up in that Miles. Talk to him.
Hey. No way the girl posted the dude mug shot. Oh my gosh.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Tonight, it's another installment of the International Series, and we've got a good one on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and our home team. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First and 10. Here's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes. And going deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And some room to run now. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 33 and a first.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. What a great surprise Austin Eckler has turned out to be. That's the kid that was undrafted out of Western State, signed with the Chargers in 2017, and then last season, 554 yards at 5.2 yards per carry, and then he was also effective catching the football. 39 receptions, over 400 yards there. A great compliment to Melvin Gordon. On first down, Locke. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. A shotgun snap for Locke. He'll get this to Eckler. This carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, but not much room to operate. They'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. To throw is Locke. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. So on fourth down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. Badgley able to punch this one through. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Mahomes now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's first and 10. Now a man who really came on late last year. It's Damian Williams. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
Second and 10 at the Chargers 40.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram able to record his 5th sack of the season. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film. saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
Early in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Out of the gun. Luck. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Oh, Tyrann Mathieu. Of course it was.
The Chargers have a first down.
What was it? They were throwing here.
Well, last year, Henry really looked poised for a prime breakout season, but then May 22nd, tore his ACL during OTAs, ruled out for the year. Actually was added to the active roster in a pretty heroic return for their playoff clash with New England, but did not play. 29 career games for Henry, 12 touchdowns, and now with Antonio Gates' career coming to a close, they expect a lot out of the 24-year-old Hunter Henry. That throw into the arms of Allen.
These boys need to do it though, check down, bro.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Eckler, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play. That'll be the call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to go. It's locked. And it's complete. Henry. And Henry's hit.
They're going really good here, Steve.
And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Shaun Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. This is a counter play. Eckler. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Love. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch there.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete.
I swear, bro, this is him playing against some man.
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
It also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Luck. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. To the air again, Luck. On the screen, this is Eckler.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. No problems in the field goal department.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
From the leg up.
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus,
Man, it just lagged out.
I heard you, my bad. I had my mic mute. Stay out.
No.
Game time, game time. I hit Nick, bro. Oh my. He probably gonna hit it. I'm not. If he drive by me, hell, I ain't got no choice. Could be. There's gonna be no better hop step than that. Oh.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Tonight, it's another installment of the International Series, and we've got a good one on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and our home team. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year, as his guys are able to strike. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. End zone for a touchback.
What Harden do?
None of the football coaches have been stated. Only one coach has.
Right, race?
First down, it's locked. His throw incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and that'll bring up second down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Locke. Got his target, Pierre Garçon.
Alright.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 30-yard line.
This is...
Clock throwing again. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Running on first down, Eckler. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. 12 yards there and another first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball.
Man, just trying to do a quick out, bro.
And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Buying time to his left. They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Luck. That is incomplete.
Good defense.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Back to throw, Love.
Idiot.
Brandon, this is what golfers do their best, to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Steps away to his left. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has zero answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. first down, Mahomes. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Casey Hayward, the Pro Bowler, there to knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for
Oh
it
my
there.
gosh, bro, I'm not lagging, bro.
Second down.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a first down. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Flushed out right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Ricky Seals-Jones, the intended target, but it'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Mahomes will try again on second down. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively.
I missed the kick.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
They'll run here with Eckler. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Luck on first down.
They hit this man here, man. Come on, Wheelie.
And it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Yep.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Luck. He completes it to Henry. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Come on, Chris Jones. Get some pressure, bro.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Luck complete. It's
Where are you at, Marcus Golden?
Taking it inside the 10, just
My
shy of the 5
bro.
at the 6. That one goes for 24 yards. A shotgun snap for Luck.
Another peek. Let's go, Wheelie.
It'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
I ain't seen them all, but I saw that physics.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mahomes going to throw, eluding the pressure right. And going deep for Hill.
Don't play. Oh, Tyreek Hill almost had it.
Wind up incomplete.
I'm sorry, Tyreek Hill.
The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
I'm sorry, Tyreek
Hill. This
Hill.
offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive. They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
Kelsey, such a valuable part of this offense. Made the Pro Bowl the last 4 seasons. 2018 being the most productive when he went over 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns, and a great relationship between he and Pat Mahomes off the field. Very good friends. Attended a bunch of high-profile sporting events together in the offseason. And that chemistry, it certainly shows on the field. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he slings one that's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5. They come up now, 3rd and 5.
Come on, McCall Harden, get open.
Pass. From the gun, it's Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And it's complete to Kelsey. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Why you stop?
On first down, it's Williams. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
This man stay lagging when it's close to game over with, bro. Or close to halftime. Game could be over with.
The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time.
We got Willie. There's 3 straight
Picked
people.
off at the 38, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for them on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played. Now Mahomes. Flush to his right. And it's complete. It's Damian Williams. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes.
I should have position copy.
A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad. Yeah. They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to fourth down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Like, where's my safety? There's no man coverage.
The Charger drive about to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And an alley to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Throwing on second down. Luck. He'll get this to Eckler. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Luck. And it's complete. Henry. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Luck. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Check cross, check cross, check cross. Mike 55.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked.
Back up from here.
Now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes forced out to his left. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Here's Tyler Newsome now. Deep for the Chargers, Desmond King. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So we reach halftime of what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and EA Sports Halftime Report. This is taken at the 3.
Yeah, you can't take that without me.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
I asked to play. For him. He don't want to play, bro.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Love. And now here's another interception. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
That's all they doing. Not even looking to see.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey.
Who's
this
next?
will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Mahomes to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. He was looking for Watkins that time. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's caught by Garcon. 23 yards on the play. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 16 yards is the pickup there at a first down for L.A. Now a first down throw. Love.
Pick it. Oh, really?
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. That one intended for Keenan Allen. And now it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Again, Locke. Right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pick up there of 20 yards. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
To try again after the sack. Luck looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete. Now a hit, and Locke lost the football. It's out. And Owen coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Well, with Damian Williams, it's notable that the Chiefs didn't make a play to go after a big-time running back in the offseason. The coaching staff said back in May they didn't want running back by committee. They trusted Williams to be their starter. You remember last year he was forced into the starting role the final 3 games of the season due to attrition, and he really excelled. And then he was excellent in the playoffs against the Colts and Patriots. Strong indicator that he was ready to be the bell cow. Rolling to his left. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. His defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting him in jeopardy right now.
Here's Locke. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Out of the gun, Locke. He gets this one to Garcon. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And he is
tackle him in the end zone, Chris Jones. You tackle him in the end zone.
Austin Eckler, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing. A lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. They'll get 34 yards there. That's
Maybe
evidence
she
of
watching
why
my
you
screen.
spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is, his ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the
DT, no, start asking all these questions, man.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but
Nah,
he
that's
appears
not
to
the
be a
question,
few
man,
inches
DT.
short. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Nah, that's not
They
the
run it
question,
again
man,
with
DT.
Williams. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone
DT,
here
no,
at the
that's not the
22-yard
question,
line.
man.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second
Touchdown.
half. Here's
Them would be.
touchdown, Kansas City.
That's you then, DT?
Tyreek Hill with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a
DT, did
single
you watch
year.
it?
And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive,
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Love. And an alley to run. Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Love. And he's got a man open. That's
Man,
out.
just go check
They'll get
down,
it out
bro.
just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. On 1st and 10, Love. Now a hit, and Locke lost the football. It's out.
on plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Luck. That's incomplete.
Nearly
another pick. My goodness. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
Chris Jones.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Throwing his line. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tavon Wilson.
Nah, you're talking to my seats or something.
6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row,
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the
Anybody
30.
else, this would have been a blowout.
Very solid gain of 27.
And they just had another big completion there, and I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game, and however it turns out, it turns out.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking again for Kelsey there on that play, but it's going to be second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes, being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down.
That's stick work with Mahomes, bro.
On his own, but it'll be second down.
That is stick work with
He did a nice
Mahomes.
job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. And Flacco keeps it himself. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. 2nd and goal from the 1. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only 2nd down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up 3rd down.
So they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. Now this time Mahomes will throw. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Luck on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
That man really should have an X factor, bro.
Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Lott. And his throw here is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. On 1st down, Lott. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again. Luck. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
The Chargers were best in the NFL, 7 of 8 on 4th down last year, and they're going here. They snap it to Love. Buying time to his left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Now here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
You okay, Steve?
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Completes it to Hardman. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
It's a gain of 27 yards. That's another First and 10.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes steps away to his left. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
Florida, man, they didn't make that 2K.
So for the Chiefs, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And now it's off to the airport for a date with Customs and a long flight north to the U.S. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they go down to defeat for just the 2nd time in 11 games so far. And they will finally get an extra week to heal up a bit as they will get the late bye in Week 12. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Oh, no, that's way off. Let's see. Knock down. Knock down, Nick. Knock down. Come here, give me that. Ah!
About talk.
Niggas out here, man. Big shot, Nick. Good shot.
Echo finna turn her back. Echo is a real bitch.
Let's go. Really he got run stopper. I mean, I said run stopper. He ain't get no upgrade. I'm sure.
How y'all the try hard stuff again? Yeah.
Alright. Oh, y'all off?
bottom.
Huh? I can't hear you. My bad, Nick. I'm finna be on the way. I'm finishing up this episode. hell Clark survived that? He's a Nightblood. That's why. She got Nightblood in her. That's the only reason why.
Oh my god, bro. Oh my god.
Clark got a baby. What the hell?
Oh lord. What's wrong with that? Hold on, I'm about to blow that joint up. Hold on. I'm about to start something. Hold on. Unlock. I got the gun unlocked. You messed up.
Alright, I'm on the way, y'all. I'm on the way. Yes, I am. So,
Okay.
where's Steve at? Let me know y'all at y'all game.
I can't. These niggas trying too hard for me.
Well, I'm ready whenever y'all are. Well, hold on. Let me get my music right. Go on, fellas. Get my music right. She don't really follow me.
My lord, it's over. Oh my lord. Come out the chill now. Nick, boy, watch the chill cam. I hope it can please. He gotta be. Turned on this boy, bro.
I got you right.
Oh, that
Every
nigga trying to
time
play
I
for
get
it, bro.
the song, slow it down.
I didn't even show the full play, bro. I'm so old, man.
Yo. Yeah, I'm ready. I'll get my playlist right.
I didn't play for it.
I'm playing some music while I'm playing Warzone.
No, I was.
Let's go. I done it before. We got a dub off of it. Actually, it was last night.
No, I ain't good.
You don't want to play with Steve?
No. No, he needed my support. I think they can play him.
Oh. Why would my homeboy ask me what I'm doing? I ain't even text that. I'm bad like I fell asleep. Bruh. Like, come on, bruh. You don't want nothing from me. I did my favor.
Go to it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, only one that's kind of close to the PP19, and that's still hard. Yeah. I think.
Extra change. Yeah. I know how you are.
Yo, yo. Yeah, Matt, you funny, bruh.
What I do?
Lizzo.
Thanks, though.
Yeah. How you doing?